Before now, Mr. Peter Obi has made it clear to Nigerians, okay, let me put it this way, has made it clear to obedient family, obedient movement that there is no any coalition that will not be for the interest of Nigerians, for the interest to build Nigeria, to make Nigeria work, that he is not interested in such coalition. You know, before now, we saw that maybe that they are trying to have a talk, that he met with Erufai, that maybe it will be between Peter Obi and Erufai that we go into coalition for 2027. Now, we're also hearing this rumor that that Peter Obi is now trying to join with Atiku for a one-time for agreement that if Atiku will win the election and rule for one term, that he will hand over to Peter Obi after that one term. All these agreements, all these things we are hearing, let it be just a rumor. Because I don't think if there's any agreement that these people will have that will be for the interest of Nigeria, that will not be for own selfish interests. But according to the information we are receiving, that 2027 coalition Atiku camp offers Obi VP role in one-time deal. I will just bring it in full on how Punch newspaper has written it in their own platform so that you will hear. According to them, they say that Obi is somehow accepting the offer. You get the point? But like I said before, let it just be a rumor that this is just a rumor, not yet. You know, see, 2025 is coming to an end. 2026, everything will start in full. Now, let's see what the Punch newspaper has to say about this. There is an indication that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar may have offered the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi a vice president role in a joint single-term ticket. A reliable multiple source involved in coalition efforts who requested anonymity due to a lack of authorization to speak on the matter told the Punch newspaper that the proposal was initially discussed during a meeting between Atiku and Obi earlier this year in the United Kingdom. Note that the same place he also met Erufai. The insider disclosed that Atiku has committed to serving a single 4-year term and Obi has agreed to be the former VP running mate. However, the ex-Anambra State governor was said to be working to secure the backing of his co-loyalists, which is obedient family. You get the point? In 2019 presidential election, Obi served as Atiku's running mate under the People's Democratic Party, where they lost to former President Muhammadu Buhari to All Progressive Congress. On March 20th, Atiku Obi, former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai and others in Abuja announced the formation of a coalition to challenge President Bola Tinubu in 2027. The announcement sparked widespread debate about the prospect of opposition unity, with political stakeholders expressing various opinions. Nearly 2 months later, Nigerians are still waiting to hear from the political leaders as both Atiku's PDP and Obi's Labour Party remain mired in internal political wahala. A party chieftain to the political permutation told the Punch that Atiku and Obi have come to an agreement and are now in the process of consulting with their loyalists. He said, "You know that by this time next year, by May 2026, almost all parties would have unveiled their presidential candidate for the 2027 election. So the coalition move is mindful of that. The leaders have all agreed that it's only a coalition between Atiku, Obi and others that can wrestle power from Tinubu. So they are crossing the T's and dotting the I's to finalize this." Atiku and Obi met earlier this year in UK, That was where Atiku first muted the idea of a coalition and urged Obi to be his running mate. Obi then asked for time to think about over and consult his loyalists. But recent development shows that Obi has accepted to be Atiku's running mate, and Atiku has also agreed to serve a single fourth term and hand over to former Anambra State Governor. They have both agreed to sign a written agreement if necessary. Obi is trying to get the buy-in of his loyalists before this is formally announced. When questioned about the political platform they intend to use, given the wahala in both the PDP and Labour Party, another source revealed that they are considering the African Democratic Congress. The wahala in PDP and LP is making it too hard. While they are both making effort and waiting to see if the wahala can be resolved in favor of their camps, they are both looking at possible political party to run on. The Democratic Party, Social Democratic Party, was part of the plan before now. But it seems the ruling APC has also infiltrated the party, so they are tilting towards the ADC. As a matter of fact, some of the loyalists have been meeting with the ADC leadership and others have quietly joined the party. So if things do not favor them in LP and PDP, they may join ADP. So I think I'm going to be ending this particular thing here. So like what I said before, this is just a rumor until we hear from Mr. Peter Obi on this issue. Like I said, I don't think if there's any agreement they'll be having here, like Peter Obi have been telling us that any coalition that is not for the interest of Nigeria and to build Nigeria, that is not interested. And the issue of you going to be a vice, you are on, in fact, that one, what do they call Oyo? Understand? So if you are coming out, come out, people will support you. If you try and you didn't win, you go and rest and wait for the next time. So I don't know how maybe people are just trying to use Nigeria for, understand, I do this one, do me, I do this one, just wait for me. If I finish, you go, what is this now? What we are waiting for, what we are looking for is somebody that will come and change Nigeria. That's the thing. For these people that are coming out trying to be form a coalition, blah blah blah, I don't have, me in particularly, I don't think. Okay, let's keep watching and see how the thing will be. I remain my humble self, the Ekman. Peace and love. Don't play.